Okay, fish and chips for me. We're all wearing our Toy Story shirts. Woohoo! Ako, salamat sa libro. Libre mo ako ng libro. Mamaya lilibre mo ako ng waffle. Hige. Okay, we're buying Nyanyan's new shoes for school. Late na. But do you like this one? Do you like that design? Okay. Ooh, I like it. I always get this one, choco banana hazelnut.
The next day.
Hello vlog. So I first of all put on some coconut oil on my scalp. Maybe that would help with my scalp health, I don't know. And for this vlog I'm going to be reading Loved One by Aisha Muharrar. Hopefully I said that properly. And I'm just a couple of pages in, and some things were revealed already that sort of makes the situation a bit complicated. But then what can she do? He's already dead, right? So let's see if this would be something that I would love. And since my husband got this for me, he wrote me a small note. And I wrote the stuff that we did that day when he got me this book. I think, dude, okay, I really don't like even attempting to wear mascara because when it gets here, it just makes me look so annoying. Okay, that's it so far.
And after that, I'm gonna get Gab-Gab, okay?
No, you can put this on Gab-Gab.
No, I'm gonna do a haircut.
A haircut. Okay, we're playing salon, guys. She just did my toenails. Yeah, I can't show you, but okay. Oh, she's gonna brush my hair. Okay. She also put on some blush on me, right on top of my pimple area. Right, my dear?
Yeah, Papa, how I'm gonna,
What?
Mommy, hold your
Alex won her match, but like she had this one sprain issue.
Can you,
What?
put your hair up and so I can clip it?
Okay.
Okay.
She had this one like sprain issue thing, and I think the pressure of having to play this big crowd is getting to her. Like she cried at the end. I think because she was afraid that she was gonna lose. But you know, the pressure, man.
Okay, you're done.
Thank you. And also, like, I'm pretty sure she's gonna adjust to this. Look at her. Like, she's crying.
But can I even see? Can I even see?
It's like the relief of winning.
Hello.
But it's also possible that, yeah, I think it's like she was afraid that she was gonna lose the match because of her sprain.
Okay, welcome to the barber shop.
And it didn't happen, and then that's like just having the winning shot.
Hey, Ginger, look. Scratching it. So it will not done it. But I'm gonna give you lollipop, a blue lollipop. You want that? Then be so happy. Like a happy Cat like that. Happy, happy, happy.
Dude, sana walang pasok. Please, please, please. Walang pasok bukas, please. When I was a student, I'm like, oh, please let there not be any school. Turns out, even when you're the mom, I mean, it's just so annoying when you have to walk in the rain. I mean, that's like compared to other people's problems during the rain, right? It's not as big, but it's just like, I don't want to go through the flooded areas, you know. Hello, so I have finished reading up to half of the third chapter of this book, 50 pages in, and first of all, not really that deep into the love story yet. Okay, they have met during this summer program. Okay, Julia went on a summer program in Spain and she meets Gabe there. And Gabe is sort of this musician. Like, that's how he caught her attention. Well, not really catch her attention, but he has been playing in the area near the school she was going to. And then turns out that he is the son of one of the people there that Julia gets to know. Blah blah blah. They quickly fall in love. But like I said, the story opened during his funeral. So basically, all we know, we're like going back through their story together. And I don't know, right now I'm not buying it, the romance. Maybe it's just still too early on. The writing, there's some beautiful prose, but I've read better. At times I feel like it's trying a bit too hard. Or maybe that's just me having high expectations about this book, because it is a debut novel. And I just read a literary fiction romance like this that is also tragic, slanting towards the sea. I need a physical copy of that book. And I absolutely love that book right from the beginning. And I could feel the yearning and the heartstrings being pulled right at the beginning. And right here, even if we are discussing about like someone's death, I don't particularly feel it from the main character. Although, of course, people experience grief. I mean, I can feel that she's angry. Okay, because something happened. Maybe it's the on again, off again. I mean, are they really on again, off again? I mean, they were lovers, but more so friends. And I don't really know what happened in between that and why they slept. Okay, they slept together. And then, like, a month after that, I mean, right after that, he stopped contacting her and then he dies. So, like, where does that leave our main character? Yo, vlog, look, I got myself a book light. Let's see it in action right now. This cost like 100 pesos. Not even, like 98. Okay, here it looks like this. Not bad. And it has, you know, the three lights, the white, the yellow, and the yellow white. Kinda love it. Hello. So I am on chapter 9 of Loved One. And so far, I think I'm understanding where the author's going. It's not on the romance, I think. Well, but more so on our main character and the way that she's exploring her grief, her relationship with this guy. Like, also, I did kind of change the way that I made notes on this book. So instead of just writing my thoughts like per percentage, like I was really closely making notes on every single thing that I tapped so far in this book. And it's actually freeing that I don't have to jam all my ideas on the margins. Okay, let me read to you the first note that I had on page 2. Meeting during their teen years, how sweet. I was in my teen years too when I first fell in love. It's a gift to have love during those volatile and vulnerable years, even if it usually ends up in flames. Yeah, so there goes my appreciation for teen love. Teen first love. That's so cute, right? Okay, so yeah, I do write some quotes. I underline it with a blue pen if it's a quote, but let me just pick out the things that I want to talk about. Dude, Gabe died in such a stupid way. I can't handle that. So dumb. And then I did like this one quote: just because it's common doesn't mean it's not remarkable. Which is something that we take for granted all the time. Just because something is common, like you see it all the time, doesn't mean that it's still not great. Okay, so something, she was doing something with her schoolwork, and she said this quote, and I agree with it. And then there's this question that I had because Gabe broke up with Julie because he wanted to leave Europe and explore creating a band. And Julie didn't want to break up, but Gabe did because he just wants to chase his dream, and he thinks that he can't do it if he is with Julia because, I don't know, maybe he's going to disappoint her, afraid of not meeting her standards, being in a relationship and all that. And that just, I mean, I understand because they're young, and long distance relationships are hard. Not that I experienced it, but I know, like, I can imagine myself not being able to survive that, and not seeing a person for like years, and yeah, and they've only known each other for months, so I guess Gabe is right in this sense, but Julie just wasn't able to let it go. I guess because she really loved him, and I think she has a lot of what ifs in her mind. Like, what if we stayed together? Maybe she did want to just stay together and see the relationship end naturally while they are in the long distance relationship, right? There are some like reflections on here and some comments, like for example, on the comment on the book, I said, page 89, I've had it up to here with this author constantly bringing up everyone's ethnicities. It's so annoying and distracting. Example, the quote is, Caroline leaned in for a quick hug. Freckles dotted her light-skinned complexion. Close open parentheses, mother, Polish and Italian, father, black. Like, is that even necessary? Like, why? She's been doing this like almost every single person, okay? Especially if the person is black. Like, I'm guessing because the representation, but it's just a little bit too much sometimes.
Okay, I've created your note.
Dude.
It's called It's Just.
No, I wasn't talking to you. Okay, and then also page 101, another comment. I just remembered or was reminded of how I don't like famous people in books. Because Gabe is an indie artist, right? And then there's like stuff in the book. I mean, it's not convincing like it was in Daisy Jones or Evelyn Hugo. The quote's like, Gabe was kind to fans, modest and genuine in interviews. Like, so generic and bland. Like, don't even talk about famous people in the book. I don't know. That's my pet peeve. So I should have thought of that when I read the back cover blurb, because it clearly states that Gabe is a semi-famous indie musician, and it's so hard for me to get into because it's not believable. Okay? Especially that it's written in a first-person point of view. So I guess if it were in third-person POV, I can like kind of get it, but I can immerse myself in the world. But if someone's just telling me that, oh, this guy's nice to his fans, and there are some celebrities in the backstage, like, no, it just doesn't work. Oh, and one more thing about page 109. I realized something, because they keep on being friends, and then they date other people, and then you can tell that they really, really like each other, right? And after meeting, I mean, they broke up in Spain, and then they accidentally cross each other's paths again. They don't give it another chance, and that's because it failed the first time, and it's better for them to just stay friends than to lose each other if their love doesn't work out the second time around. And that's why it's fine for them to just be with other people, break up with other people. Like Julie says, these people, these out their boyfriends and girlfriends, they come and pass through our lives, but we are, like Julie and Gabe, they are each other's constants. So, like, how far can you be satisfied with just being friends with the person you love in order to keep them, right? For me, I'm kind of like an all or nothing person. Like, I can't find myself just like staying back and not giving the relationship a try. If I like someone, I mean, obviously I have a husband, so this is never gonna happen. Yeah, I would. I mean, even back then, if I didn't have a husband now, I'm more of the kind of person who will tell someone that I like them and risk that person avoiding me forever, instead of like just pretending that I don't have any feelings and just remain friends for the sake of not losing them in my life. Yeah, I think I said that more concisely in the beginning, and then I just started saying more other words. But there's something about my mouth today. I think it's my canker sore. And I do feel a little tickle in my throat, so that's kind of concerning. So anyway, yeah, I do love the way that I'm writing notes on my journal right now, and I kind of, not gonna lie, love the freedom of being able to write so much, not being like, even if I put post-its on this, like I tried it in one of my books when I was annotating. I put in post-its, and then it ended up that the post-its, sometimes they fall off, or the book gets really, really fat. So now what I'm doing is I'm just marking the places where I have some thoughts to write down. And I guess if I don't remember what I wanted to write in that particular tab that I tabbed, that means it's not that important. But so far, I do remember every single thing that I have tapped. So, yeah. New books just smell so good. Anyway, I blabbed for 9 minutes. I think this is the second time I'm eating Belgian waffles in this video. But my husband tried the s'mores. I think this is new. S'mores with chocolate. Tastes good. But I think I want to try the one with the peanut butter next time. Because I had my usual chocolate, banana, peanut butter. Next time I might try this one with the peanut butter. It is extra sweet though. So, and I am continuing reading my book. Ba't ka umiyak? Hindi mo anak natin.
Ooh.
What?
What do you want?
Look, I have a new light. Yan. Look at Nako, wipe your face. You still have ano. And brush your teeth. Go. Sige na. Use the wipes, babe.
The wife said that your hair.
See, look at this. She's talking about a waiter, okay? Here, listen. A waiter appeared next to us. When he said hello, I could tell he was French. And from his skin and features, I could tell he was African. If Neka, that's her friend, if Neka were there, she would be able to tell which part of Africa, confirming or ruling out Nigeria immediately, and then speeding through the rest of the continent until she landed on the correct answer. Dude, why is this a big deal? Like, please, explain to me. At this point in the book, by the way, she is having dinner with Gabe's ex, the most recent ex. Her name is Elizabeth, and her real purpose for talking with Elizabeth is she wants to ask if she owns some items of Gabe, because Julia wants to send it back to Gabe's mom. So it's just so awkward right now, the thing that they're trying to have small talk. Elizabeth told her that she knew all about Julia, and Julia doesn't really understand what that means. But we can, take a guess that Gabe has mentioned Julia to Elizabeth. Possibly could have been the reason why they broke up in the first place. I don't know. I'm guessing. But yeah, super awkward right now. Okay, quick update on the book that I am reading. I think, so I'm already 50% through the book. And things were revealed, okay? Things were revealed by Elizabeth, Gabe's ex. And I'm just going to tell you, okay? Apparently, according to Elizabeth, Julia was the last person that Gabe was with when he died. I mean, like, Gabe was telling Elizabeth that he's gonna meet Julia. And then suddenly that happened. So, like, ooh, there's something. I mean, obviously, this is not a thriller, but why is our main character Julia? Well, she's in the first person POV. Why is she not telling this crucial piece of information? It's almost like she doesn't want this to be true, right? Because she's telling this story and she's not painting the whole picture. So and then there's this part, well, this is a recollection, but remember that thing I was talking about with Gabe trying to achieve his dreams and breaking up with Julia? So they had this conversation, page 164. Julia was like, well, we weren't really in love, like referring to the time when they were together. And Gabe was like, why do you say that? Julia says, you thought we were? Julia, what are you talking about? Of course we were. Then Julia says, then why did you break up with me? You know how, like, you try to tiptoe around this topic that is taboo between you and this friend that you have. And then suddenly it all comes up to the surface, and Gabe he admits that, hey, I can actually chase my dreams and have someone as well. And Julia was like, then why did you not continue doing it with Elizabeth? And then Gabe's like, because I don't want to do it with her. So, like, what else are you implying, right? They both just can't get over each other. And maybe because they really do love each other, but, everything's too late because he's dead. But I still want to know, why is our main character like, and if it's true, but I think it's true, okay, that she was the last person who has seen Gabe alive. They say that a hotel person found him dead, so it's possible that they had a fight or something and then he slipped and died. But yeah, you know what, this isn't a thriller, so I don't really think I'm spoiling anything. Wag na. Vlog. So I just dropped off Yanyan at school on iPhone cam at the moment, and as you can probably hear from my voice, I'm a little bit sick. And that's kind of concerning because, well, I guess the season, it's just raining so much. Anyway, about Loved One. This book, okay, I just realized, like, from reading one of the blurbs in the back of the book, that the author is a screenwriter, and that sort of makes sense now. The reason why I am like thinking that the way that she is writing, well, except for the ethnicities part, so she's still doing it, but for the humor stuff, that jokes that she thinks would resonate or would be funny is not actually translating well. And I'm guessing because the execution, okay, there's no actor or actress who would say these jokes, and that it would make sense in that reading it by yourself. And it seems like it almost feels like you are reading an inside joke that everyone else finds funny, but you don't. That's how it feels. So I kind of did not like that. Also, separate bedrooms is such a dumb name for a band, a one-man band. Separate bedrooms, like, yeah. So there's some parts of the book where I feel like it's a bit pretentious in that way. That, or maybe it sounds cool if it were in a TV series, but if it were in a book such as this, it's not doing well. Okay, so yeah, there's like an extra. Okay, so yeah, she did not see the guy before on the day he died. Okay, she didn't. This was just the assumption of the ex-girlfriend, but the ex-girlfriend also has these things that happened. But bottom line, this guy is actually a piece of shit. Okay, Gabe is so bad. Like, I bet if he were still alive, like, people wouldn't even like him anymore. I mean, not people in general, like his fans, but people around, like our main character, I doubt she would even talk to this guy anymore. Because he's a different person from back when he was in Spain with her versus now that he's older and he's more successful. And, just growing up separately, they don't know each other. I mean, they do know each other through like text, but the behaviors, the not really addiction, but vices, maybe that's what I'd like to say. Okay, it's our turn finally. Okay, friends, I have finished it, and 3 stars for this book. Okay, because towards the middle part, I mean, the twists were interesting. It's just that I think this could have been executed better. Like, I don't want to be so harsh, but the content of this book would have been so much better if it was written by someone else. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, it's just the writing style is not for me. Of course, I am having my coffee, morning coffee. Okay, what did I not like about this book? It feels fake. Fake, fake, fake. And the reason why I say that is, it's kind of a spoiler, but like, I can't imagine an ex-girlfriend and a current girlfriend becoming friends because of this guy who almost like played the both of them. You know what I mean? I don't know. And this just goes to show how much we romanticize people when they're dead. Okay? So, like I said, loved one, 2 to 3 stars. But if I'm being honest, it's like a 2.5 stars. On Goodreads, I don't know. I'm tempted to do a 2-star, but I think that's a little bit too harsh on Goodreads, but it feels right, Okay, so anyway, that is it for this video, and I'll see you again in the next one.